Alright, welcome back to my round 3 game of GPM. I'm playing against Crush, who's on red deck wins, which is not a good matchup for me because I'm a slow combo deck. Like, I'm not just a combo deck, I'm a slow combo deck that has a lack of turn 1 and turn 2 plays. Oh boy. I mean, I definitely keep this, but I'm not happy about it. Because, well, I mean, I get blue, I have double green. If I draw anything else, I might get mana screwed, but whatever, this thing lets me get turn 3 conjure. Maybe that's good enough. And oh yeah, I didn't say what deck I'm playing. I'm playing 8-sack, which is a slow combo deck. You play creatures that let you free cast spells from graveyard and hand, and then you play some pot effects so that you can chain them. Alright. I should play Wayfarer Shrine here because I might accidentally draw my last basic. Or do I? How many forests do I run? I don't remember. They're just gonna keep burning me. I mean, that's fine. I'm down to 13. Actually, that's not great, but I mean, could be worse. They could have actually had a creature. Or could they have? How many basics do I actually run? Did I draw all my basics already? Yeah, okay. Interesting. Anyways, I have to fetch the island here because that's my only basic. And okay, play Pronouncer. The Pronouncer token on... When you double green, like, I remember if last GP I lost the game because I put the land aura on the forest instead of the island, but I'll play on the forest. I think green is still more valuable here. And I pass the turn. I mean, if there's one silver lining to this hand, it's that I'm not taking all that much damage from my lands because I drew a bunch of basics, and they can't also they can't civilizations cost me that. Ouch. I think I need to win here, like next turn, or else I just lose. Obscure. Hey, this ramps me. Nice. Although it also pings me each turn, but I mean it does ramp me, so I wonder if this actually gets me anywhere. It might. Anyways, so upkeep, get pinged by my land, draw a card, Masthetic. So what combo chain can I go for here? I have Conjure plus 1 extra mana floating. So can I do something like Conjure what lurks and then free cast Pronouncer? I mean that gets me, if I do that, then I get to play what lurks on the Pronouncer, which goes up to Kyone, which does that free cast Conjure? Let me check my storm count. So Conjure, fetch what lurks, bound, so that's 2. What lurks is 3, and then Kyone, that's still 3. Okay, so I don't get to Kyone to Conjure. Is there a way to get one more spell cast before that? I mean, any line that I go for has to start with Conjure, right? Yeah, so I should just play Conjure first and see where that leads me, I think. I'm doing too much thinking. I should just go for it. Because storm count 1 lets me see what's in my deck first, so I don't have to do everything in my head. Yeah, I need to find a lurk somehow, so I can't exactly go for anything else here. Hey, Sanjing, interesting. Does that get me anywhere? If it's Sanjing, I get to cast a selective breeding too. And then then that means I go into Kyone with enough storm count for Conjure, I think. So what does that mean for me? Fetch what lurks, a bound Pronouncer, lurk the Pronouncer into Sanjing. Wait, that doesn't work out because Wayfarer Shrine's in your... Okay, so I have to Timber Range, right? Or do I have any fetch it? No, okay. Yeah, I'm out of basics, so I have to Timber Range in order to get enough mana for the selective breeding. But I mean, that lets me Kyone to Conjure, and that probably gets me somewhere, so I'll go for it. I'm not thinking that much ahead because I don't want to think that far ahead. Anyways, get what lurks, and then I'll bound out the Pronouncer. Make the land aura. I'll just keep sticking on the forest, I guess, right? There's no point doing anything else. So let's storm count 2. Then I have to Timber Range, hit myself. Wait, actually, did I already play a land this turn? Oh, crap. I should have... right, I can't do this. Well, maybe I should have, double checked my mat counts. Oh, dear. Well, no, it still works out because I get to lurk and then selective. No, it doesn't work. Oh, God. Okay, I think I definitely messed up here. I think it's just really unfortunate that I drew all my basics so early, because this line definitely could have worked out. So, is there some way for me to recover from this? And can I free cast what lurks from hand? I can selective the Pronouncer, and that... I mean, it's basically the same thing as what lurks. Selective into Kyone. Okay, so I just have to Kyone for a 4-drop, right? And that means I can selective, bound selective. Yeah, it's not looking good. Well, I don't want to keep thinking that hard, so I'll just do this like this. Let's see. Is there any way that I can get myself out of this? It has to be. Yeah, it has to be a Sanjing somewhere along the line. So just play Sanjing, or I mean, lurk into Sanjing. That feels really bad. You know, I lurk into Kyone and then try to find a 4-drop that... Actually, no. Insider gets Kyone with... Oh, okay. Never mind. I got this. Okay. Never mind then. Yeah, this does work out. Alright. Yay. Got something going. Anyways, Insider. That's Storm Count 4. I can't Free Loan because I don't have it in hand. Or can I? Yeah, I missed my Free Loan count. Insider brings back Kyone. And I'm gonna actually set an annotation here so that I remember to sack it at the end of turn. So that gets back Conjure and lets me free cast it. Right? So actually I can Conjure for Stray Loan, right? Or no, I have nothing to return with Stray Loan. Like, I mean, I get to untap with a bunch of stuff. Maybe that's good enough. So I get to Conjure, and then, am I tracking my Storm count correctly? Like, okay, yeah, I am. So I'll have 5 Storm after this, so yeah. If I grab Stray Loan Technique, I draw a card and tap all my lands. What do I get to do after that? I get to Selective Breeding into Ancestral Council, and that probably gets me going somewhere. So yeah, I'll go for that. Nice, got Stray Loan Technique off. So yeah, draw a card, untap my lands. That's not a great draw. Huh. So I can Selective Insider into another Insider, bring back Pronouncer, that gets me nowhere. Selective bring Kyone into Ophidian Oracle, that also doesn't do anything. I can my plan was Selective this thing into a Lurk, which I don't have the green mana for. Ah, crap. Alright, that's not great. Is there a line that actually gets me anywhere? Selected this, what about 2 selectives? So selected this into Ancestral Council, grab another selected Insider. Yeah, maybe that works. Alternatively, a plain mana aesthetic selected breeding that. What does that get me? I can grab another 3-drop, so I can grab Kyone and selective again. I don't think that gets me anywhere. I can selective Kyone, so then Insider, yeah, doesn't do enough. I'm just taking up so much time of the clock. Come on, what can I actually grab? Looking at, yes, I should actually take a look. Oh, right, Fire Tree Seeker, Speaker of the Iris. Do those guys get me anywhere? No, because if they would, then I could have Kyone into it. Yeah, I think my main problem here is just not having double green for selective into Lurk. And now I have to like find another way to go about it. So, like this thing goes into Ophidian Oracle, doesn't it? Selective this into Pronouncer, bring back Pronouncer. Still doesn't do anything. Actually, selective Kyone into Fire True Seeker, the selective again, that Insider, grab Kyone again, recast select, that doesn't work out either. Actually, no, if I selected this guy into Speaker of the Iris, I bound the mana aesthetic, then I don't get anywhere. Come on, there has to be a line here. Yeah, grab another Insider, bring back. Yeah, okay. Fine, I'll just go for the simple line, which is selective the Kyone, go through my deck, grab an Ancestral Council. Ancestral Council, grab selective, and then bring back Kyone or something. Ancestral Council grabs Wet Lurks, but I can't cast it, so I have to grab selective here. I can selective Insider into Ophidian Oracle, which bounds Masek, and gets me a decently sized board. I mean, I still die to their burn spells, right? So I have to win this turn or else it's bust. If I selected Breeding into another Insider, bring back Kyone, bring back a Pronouncer. I have to bring back selective. Is there? No, there isn't. Alright. Yeah, Matt. Well, was there a way to play around? Was there a way for me to get double green? No, there wasn't. I think my play here is I just need to stop damage coming to my face, which I can't actually do. And this would have been a lot easier if I actually thought before I play out my basic and play a Timber range, so I could have Sanjin played Sanjin in part of my chain. Anyways, what do I even do here? Like, I need selective in hand, or else because I need to prepare for next turn. Do I just selective Ancestral Council again? Yeah, selective Kyone Insider, grab Council again, and then have something for next turn. It seems like what it should be doing. Right. I already have 2 yeah, I should probably just okay, so going up by 2, Ophidian Oracle. Make the best use of my mana, but leaves me with nothing next turn. I think my best plan is just to try to expand the board as much as possible, which is why I do selective on Insider. Grab another Insider, which lets me back Kyone, which lets me Kyone into Breeding, and then in Ancestral Council, just grab all the Ancestral Councils out of my deck, so that I have stuff to do next turn. I guess that's my turn then, so no point in blocking because they have nothing. Yeah, not great for me. I'm assuming I just die to combat damage next turn, or burn damage. You just have to have single bolt and I'm dead because the obscurated land also whacks me for 1. But yeah, this is a game that I lost because I did not think through my colors correctly. Was there any point in the game where I could have fetched for multiple colors? Like, there has to be, right? Div costs, whack me for 1. I mean, wait, that's not the worst thing in the world. No, they can Civ cost again with Rogar's. Yeah, unfortunate. And oof, they got Exacties on me. Well, actually, can I do anything at this rate? No, I can't. Fine. Alright, so what do I even have against them? Okay, I have Solar Flares. Did I bring in Forbidden Treasures? Actually, yeah, sort of, because they have a lot of graveyard stuff. Like, Limit Black Ring worth anything? Not really. Is it really just Solar Flares and Forbidden Treasures? Maybe. Anyways, Opinion Oracles are bad. Pronouncers are bad because I have nothing to block, right? Like, they have no creatures. They're bored or in their deck. They have 4 emissaries, which I can't block. And everything else is just spells. Is this the loadout I want to go with? Yeah, sure. I guess I'll roll with it. Maybe Forbidden Treasure is just really bad here. Like, it only stops Unceasing Flames, which, well, if they get Unceasing Flames going, then I've already lost. Maybe there is something better, like Limit Black Rune. Does that do anything? Really, it's too slow, right? Yes. Yeah, probably. Anything good that Forbidden Treasure hits? Like, if it hits at Rogar's Gamma, I don't think I'm even that happy with it. The only thing that would be good to hit with Forbidden Treasure is Civilization's cost or something. Yeah, okay. I'll bring in 2 Pronouncers back because I do want to ramp a bit. Does Summit Guardian do anything? Actually, yeah, Summit Guardian, they have all spells, so if I slam early Summit Guardian, maybe I get to lock them out. I'll go with this. And let's see. I mean, okay, sure, that's a good hand. I get a 1-drop and a 2-drop and a Conjure to eventually go off. Conjure is probably fetching a Ancestral Council, fetching Lurk or something. Okay, so they keep 6. Wonderful. I'm probably getting the check lands, or I mean, yeah, the basic checks. 2 Conjures, wonderful. In that case, I can just play these guys tapped, right? Yeah, I want to preserve life, so I'll play Timber Range tapped and play Pronouncer and pass. So I have I have 5 mana next turn, which is quite good because, well, I can't just slam Summit Guardian, but like if I had enough colors, I could have just slammed Summit Guardian. You're killing Pronouncer instead of Dovan? Are you sure? Oh, right, they want to prevent me from getting chain off, so mana cost does matter, but you didn't kill a mana dork, so I'm pretty happy about that. And Lyric, okay, I think I got the perfect hand this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I have 5 mana. So that means I think I begin with a Conjure. A Conjure for... I have 1 mana left over after a Conjure. Is there any way I can start a chain off a Conjure? I don't think so. Right? Like, what am I trying to do here? Actually, a Conjure Sanjing and then Lurk. Okay, that works. That probably starts a chain somehow. So yeah. I guess I'll just get both fetches, right? Do I... You know what, I should probably think about my... think about Civilization's cost, but does that matter? No, I think I can afford to get these non-basics. Like, I'll just fetch a basic off Sanjing, I guess. Yeah, Conjure Realities. And grabbing Sanjing. That's my ad go. Going to Kaioro, which lets me recast... I mean, it gets Kaioro into play. I don't think they can kill Kaioro, and then I just take over the game from there, I guess. Although I did whack myself a bit to do that. Is there a better line? Ancestral Council, I mean, does it... Well, actually, no, I can Sanjing Lurk into Insider. Does that do anything? Get to Sanjing grabbing their land. It doesn't really do anything, but it sounds funny. Well, does Kaione do anything? Can I get into Kaione eventually? No, not really. Okay, yeah, Sanjing is probably just the best play here. So I will have to whack myself again, but it's all worth it because I'm going to be able to Lurk now. Lurk to Sanjing. Actually, right, I go into Forbidden Oracle and free cast Conjure. That's what I should be doing. So then that means I should be grabbing Fire Tree Seeker here. Yeah. Which grabs a Forbidden Oracle. So that's me free cast Conjure Realities. How many... Oh, I have no Lurks in Yard anymore. And I'm 1 off casting Straylong. Or 1 storm off casting Straylong, which is not good because now I can't really go into Straylong, which is something I do want to do. I mean, I have a Conjure, so yeah. So what do I grab here? I mean, I think I just grab Lurk, right? I grab Lurk, or actually I can grab Kaione. Grab Kaione, free cast Conjure again. It's my board pretty wide, and I don't even have to Straylong after that. Or yeah, you're right. Really, like it should be like this, and then now I grab Lurk, right? Do I want to go into Kaioro? I think I want to go into Speaker of Iris too eventually, because it gives my board haste, and I want to haste them. Actually, yeah, so I just grab Lurk, precast a lurk on Kione, I think. Right. You can get layering alpha, but that's not as good as just lurking the Kione into. Do I get Tree Seeker again? No, I'll grab Insider. And then Insider recasts Kione, which lets me cast the. I'll get to lurk here. I mean, I can lurk Kione into or a Speaker of the Iris, but doesn't do anything. Lurk Ophidian Oracle into Leyline Alpha, which puts the clock on them. Maybe I should just do that. I mean, I'm probably going to outrace them if I just go for that play. I mean, no point in not conjuring, because that's kind of just free. And then conjure here, and I grab another what lurks? Actually, yeah, because now I can go into Kyoro and still have the Leyran thing going. So sure, I'll grab another what lurks, recast out what lurks. Now finally go into Fire Tree Seeker, and now get Kyoro, which lets me what lurks again. And this time, actually, if I drop, I want to Insider into. And Insider has haste, so like it gets me some extra value from Leyran Alpha coming down. But yeah, finally got the nuts going on. Did I just kill them next turn? Yeah, I get to. Okay. So that's the end of my combo, and I get to whack with all these guys. Have fun. Doesn't mean that I'm completely out of resources now. I don't think their deck can deal with this board. How much? It's a 4 + 6, so 10. So yeah, I probably have lethal on them next turn. And they all get buffed from Leyran Alpha. So that's nice. Yeah, interesting deck. How much of the clock did I take up on that turn? I'm surprised nobody's calling slow play on me, because I definitely feel like I'm slow playing. This deck, it just requires lots of thinking to play. Damn, yeah, I agree. This is what happens when a deck actually gets to go off. It's still really hard to think through the lines. Game 3, wonderful. The same board. Is Summon Guardian good? Like, if I slam it early, it's not even that great if I slam it early, right? Slows me down as much as it slows them down. But actually, it stops the flyer from hitting me either. So like, if I drop this thing, I don't think they can kill it. It just slows them down horribly. So yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah, I still keep the pronouncers in, right? Yeah. Actually, pronouncers kind of saved me there, so I'll bring in some more. And what do I take out? Actually, conjures are kind of slow, even though it really did work for me last game. But yeah, I don't want to wait for turn 2. Or I don't want to wait until turn 3 to conjure. I want to just get stuff going as fast as possible. So I'll go with this board. And I'm on the draw, so that's not as good. Okay, never mind then. This is a great hand, assuming things don't go wrong. Do I just... I mean, I keep this, but what's my turn 1 play? Do I just run out Rampant Summit and hit myself in the face a bunch? Or do I just Timber Range into Forest and hope that they can't mastery me by killing my mana ascetics? I think what I play here is to preserve life and just fetch Forest, and hope nothing goes wrong, basically. If they kill my Masek, I won't be able to turn to the Ancestral Council anyways, and then play Masek afterwards. So yeah, I don't think there's any downside to, or I don't think there's a huge way to screw me over by killing my Maseks, or at least my first one. If they kill my second Masek and I don't draw an island, then I'm probably screwed, but that's just a risk I have to take when I'm playing this deck. Okay, they also keep 7. So let's see, turn 1's probably just whacking me. Unceasing Flames, classic. Okay, let's see what I draw. Solar Flare. Okay, that's one way to recover. So I'm already at 16 due to getting whacked and then also fetching. But hey, I've turned my Mana Dork into turn 2 Mana Dork. Right. Well, if they don't kill my Mana Dork, I think I turn to the Ancestral Council. Because now they have to kill this. Because if they kill Masek, then I just get to Ancestral Council instead. Or Lurk to Ancestral Council. That forces them to deal with both creatures. If they do kill my Masek, then I'm just gonna play Masek again. Okay, I guess they do kill my Masek. Actually, maybe I should have just played Rampant Summit, because I could have gone turn 1 Rampant Summit, whack me, play the Masek, and then if I don't draw anything, I play the fetch and I tapped, and I get to actually fetch something good. Alright, Pronouncer, that's actually not great, because I don't have the right mana for it. Yeah, I think I just play Masek here. If I play Pronouncer, it doesn't actually get me blue, which means it doesn't actually ramp me into anything. This also means I lose less life. They can't kill Masek if they want to, but that's less damage going to face. Like, they already wasted 1 built-up Unceasing Flames on the Masek, right? Oh, Lightning. Yeah, they're just gonna keep killing Mana Dorks. And I'm fine with that, because I have an ability here. Eventually, I will be able to get a combo turn going. I just have to survive until then. And it seems like they won't be able to play Emissary of Antiquities on curve, so that's one less thing to... Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So Nebula on blue. Yeah, I want to preserve life, so just Nebula on blue, play Ancestral Council, fetch this thing. Alternatively, I can play Pronouncer. That gets me 4 mana next turn, which means I can conjure, grab a Lurk or something, and then abound the Ancestral Council. I don't have anything that lets me free cast. Okay, Timber Range. Well, if I play Ancestral Council and grab a Lurk, then next turn, no matter what happens, or I have to draw a land next turn. Play Conjure. If I play Ancestral and grab Breeding, what does that get me? Not very far either. I think I should just focus on ramping towards Conjure, so that means I do this. And also conveniently makes me lose less life than if I would have gone for another play because I'm not tapping the land that's hitting me in the face. So yeah, I'm trying to set up a Conjure for next turn. Rousing Rebel. Seems like their mana situation isn't the best. Oh, why are they bringing creatures against me? I guess to block or something? I don't think that works well for them. Alright, I guess I'm blocking this and taking 2. Does Conjure get me anything? The Conjure grab something. A Bound Ancestral Council. Or actually Conjure Sanjing. Actually, that doesn't help my mana situation at all, because I need to sack my land in order to do that. So can I do better? Conjure, Lurk. Let's go into a 4-drop. My 4-drop will be Insider. Insider gets back Kyone. Is there enough storm count on Kyone to recast Conjure? So Conjure, Lurk, that's 2. Kyone, that is enough, right? How's Kyone worded? Let me just, I guess I'll look somewhere else. Okay, yeah, I have to have storm count for when Kyone's ETB goes off. So that's not gonna work, right? Conjure, Lurk, Kyone, flashback Lurk. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Is there a way to get 1 extra spell cast somewhere along the chain? I don't think so. So I should probably stop thinking about that line and try to focus on something else. I mean, I could just go for a simple Ancestral Council fetch Lurk play, because they gives me a Lurk in hand, so next turn I can Conjure. Hopefully there's still a guy on board, and then that means I'll have a Lurk in hand. That probably gets me somewhere. Yeah, okay, sure. I think I've convinced myself to do that. So Ancestral Council, fetching Lurk, and pass the turn. And maybe I should have attacked Pronouncer. Nah, they definitely would have traded if I did that. So no point in attacking here. And so they can play out an emissary if they want to, which is really scary, actually. But they don't. So that's good. Okay, I'm definitely blocking here. Yeah, sure. I'm fine with that. What else do they have? Oh, didn't realize that was a card. Oof. On the bright side, I'm still at 12 life. So like they've already spent a bunch of resources and they're not that far to pretty sure. They're not that close to killing me yet. But now what does Conjure get me? Because I can't free cast off or there's nothing that Conjure gets me that can let me free cast stuff. Okay, wonderful. I can stop hitting myself with my lands. Actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Conjure, Sanjing, grab the fetch, and then Lurk to Sanjing. Nice Raylong. The Conjure, that's 1, Sanjing, that's 2. Lurk, that's 3. Where do I go from Lurk? Probably Insider. Insider to Sanjing again, that doesn't get me anywhere. So that means I have to get True Seeker, which means that's what I have to do, right? What are my other options here? Conjure into what's my other 3-drop? Conjure into Ancestral Council. Conjure kindly gets nothing. Conjure into Ancestral Council, grab Breeding the Ancestral Council. I don't know, it doesn't get me anywhere either. Yeah, best play is probably just to Conjure for Sanjing, and then try to find a way to get Draylong off somehow. It gets in my hand, it should be that hard to make happen. Then grab Timber Range. I have to untap it, unfortunately, which is not great for me because I'm at 7 now. And then what do I fetch? Do I care about SIP cost? Yeah, I care about enough to start fetching basics. And it's not like I'm going to be using my mana for anything else anyways. That's 3. And let's see. By True Seeker will be 4. Kyoro doesn't do anything, right? Kyoro gets me random stuff from yard. That's not good. That's not great. It has to be Fire True Seeker, right? Like Insider just doesn't do anything here. Can't get me Sanjing back, but doesn't let me go continue the chain. So it has to be Fire True Seeker, unfortunately, which is not my first choice. Now that gets me into a 5-drop. Kyoro can free cast Sanjing, but that's not good. It has to be a Fidden Oracle. A Fidden Oracle free cast Solar Flare. Is that what I want to go for? It feels bad. Yeah, this is not a great turn for me. Only enough. Or no, it doesn't work out if I do that. So yeah, Ancestral Council or Kyoro. Or Fidden Oracle, I mean. Kyoro means I cast Sanjing and it can block any big thing they play. Like, what's the most that they can do to me, right? And Kyoro is probably the safe play here. If in Oracle, I mean, I get to Solar Flare. But it's probably good enough. Actually, if I grab Fidden Oracle, I just have nothing else to do, right? That's not great. But like, just Kyoro Sanjing, is that good enough? Honestly, it might be. But like, I'm really worried, so... yeah, Rousing Rebel. We can animate that and I have to trade Kyoro for it. I think I'll just grab the Fading Oracle because there's like higher upside. Alright, I forgot to. Okay, sure. Sure, I'll just like solidify them twice and try to just win by grinding them out. But yeah, like I guess I fizzled. So now I just have to hope they don't have anything too dangerous. If they animate Rousing Rubble or Fire Hearth Halls, I mean Fire Hearth Halls is fine. I can block with a Fading Oracle. If they animate Rousing Rubble, I just chump it, right? Yeah, chump it because that means I get to recite the Fading Oracle and try to do stuff again if I draw any pot effects. Why did I not go into Summit Guardian? Summit Guardian loses to Rousing Rubble, right? Like Summit Guardian would have stopped Emissary of Antiquities from going through. Okay, they're just gonna hit me in the face. Sure. How much damage do they have from the graveyard? That's 2. I can Solar Flare again. That's 3 more life. Unceasing Flames. Oh, how much damage is that? Oh, they can. All right, they're gonna kill a Fading Oracle and whack me for 2. I mean, that's fine. I Solar Flare up to 9 again, and now they have to keep looking for more ways to kill, do damage to me. Is recite a cast? Yeah, it is cast. Okay, so I can recite Solar Flare and then Straight Long Technique to get the dragon, and then I can just like try to grind them down or something. Maybe I should. Well, no, it's not super likely for them to draw a bunch of Unceasing Flames in a row. Right, let's see what I get off the top. Selective Breeding. Does Oracle selective breeding into anything? Yes, it does. It does. It selects its breeding into Insider, which means I get to Insider back Sanjing, and then I guess I hold up Solar Flare or something. If I want to hold up Solar Flare, I can't actually. I would have to whack myself, so that's not great. But I do just a Fading Oracle selective, right? Because that gets me the best board. Alternatively, selective breeding a Fading Oracle. I mean, a Fading selective into Masthetic. That lets me cast Solar Flare. That feels like a waste of, yeah. Well, is there a single spell that it can top deck that would hit me for 6? I don't think there is, right? Like, they're all stuff in graveyard. They kind of tapped out too. So yeah, I think this is probably a pretty safe play. Oh, actually, how much does Sips cost do to me? It would do Exactsies if I, alright, that's not great. Well, I just hope they don't top deck Sips cost, I guess. Definitely kept it in though. So let's see what I get off the top. Oh, Wayfarer Shrine, that's nice. Unfortunately, I can't play it, so oh well. Anyways, time to get Insider, right? Actually, that guy's a human. I can go into Speaker of Dyrus, which lets me abound Solar Flare. Right, is Speaker better than Insider? Insider gets me a better board, but Speaker lets me actually do everything I want to do, right? What's my Storm count? Storm count at 2. If I go into Speaker, I have to recast a Straight Long, right? And try to get the thing from it. And then I guess I can't hardcast Solar Flare now because I got the mana. Okay. And I guess I'm not going to Speaker then. I'm just gonna go into Insider. So go into Insider, hope they don't have Sibs cost. When Timber Range tapped, very straight long. Draw a card, make a thing. Okay, I can hardcast Leyran if it goes to it. Actually, do I play Wayfarer Shrine? Like, how much does Wayfarer Shrine matter? They can't draw extra cards, so they have to top deck the Sibs cost. Yeah, it probably doesn't matter. And I can just sack this for Island anytime I want. Alright, sure. I guess we're just gonna do the slow, grindy thing now. And yeah. Please don't top deck Sibs cost. Or actually, no, if they animate any of their lands, then I have to block with the dragon. Or maybe sacking the big thing was a mistake. Well, I got Leyran Alpha coming down soon, so at least that kind of gets me around it. Actually, last turn, could have Fading Oracle gone into a 3-drop? If I have Fading Oracle, so if I thought a bit more, maybe I do something like a Fading Oracle, abound Selective Breeding, go down to Kyone, and then go down to Ancestral Council, fetch another Selective Breeding, breed an Ancestral Council, and then I get to Kyone to Conjure. I mean, Selective Breeding Council into Conjure, and then rock from there. Alright, I'm going to fetch here. Hopefully they can't punish me at instant speed. Okay, well, nothing bad happened, so that's a good sign. I think I'll stop playing out non-basics because I don't want to get blown out by Sib's cost. So, If I play out Leyran Alpha, I can't hold up Solar Flare. And I really don't want to keep playing out lands because that leaves me dead to Sib cost even more, right? Can I survive a Sib's cost from here? Okay, so play here is hold up Solar Flare, cycle Summit Guardian, end of turn. Yeah, seems solid. They're not animating their land, right? Actually, they can animate Fire Hearth Halls if they want to trade with Insider, but I doubt they're going to do it. Actually, no, I should have cycled Summit Guardian first. What am I thinking? Since there wasn't anything useful they could have done. Well, I should cycle it now then. Right, yeah. I'll keep 1 blue up, I guess. Okay, Pronouncer. Okay, that's nice. That's something for me that can chump block for me. Pronouncer, I'll put the aura on Rampant Summit, I guess. And then pass the turn. Okay. I think my misplay this game was, at least one of the misplays was, I could have selected breeding down to a Ancestral Council and then fetch selected breeding into Kyone and then have that conjure going. Did they finally draw? Oh, okay, they didn't. I'll just kill it with Solar Flare then. I mean, that's a pretty good trade. Actually, could have just double blocked. Why did I do that? I think it's because I just wanted to use my Solar Flare. They are dead to Layer and Alpha, right? Or did Gambit kill Insider? Yeah, they're dead to Layer and Alpha now. Phew, that was a pretty close game. They've gone a lot worse. I mean, they are dead to Layer and Alpha, right? I didn't miscount, right? Yeah, they're dead to it. Okay, got there. Ended up taking up most of the match clock. But yeah, this deck is not very easy to play. Requires way too much thinking. It's a lot harder to play than the previous Dreamsight version because your lines are a lot more stiff. Like, you don't get to maneuver around the mana cost as much because you don't have Beckon to go down the curve. And you don't have all these random one-of creatures in your deck that you can pull out and whack your opponent hit your opponent randomly. GG. Okay. Ew. It's very interesting to think about what I could have done if I went down to Ancestral Council and then conjured off Kyone. So I'd have Kyone in play with Conjure. I have Strayloan after that. Wait, was that after my Strayloan turn or was that before? I forgot. No, I already had Strayloan in hand, so I could. There was probably a way to engineer the Strayloan, right? Then that means I get to cast Solar Flare or something. But anyways, that's the game. Yeah, 8-sack does 8-sack things, including taking up most of the round timer, because I'm tanking really hard.